the childhood, first of all, you had very, very little money. You were a very poor family, and you had 3 siblings. Is that right? 2 brothers and a sister?
5 of us. There were 5 of us.
5 of you.
4 siblings.
And you're in a tiny place about the size of this stage, and on the other side of a wall, you could hear your father beating your mother.
Yeah.
And you're 4 years old, and you walk into the bathroom and see your father dunking your mother's head in the toilet, trying to kill her. At 4 years old.
Well, I didn't know if he was trying to kill her. I thought he had killed her. I mean, they were just fighting, and I don't know whether he was, I'm sure he wasn't trying to kill her. I don't even know. I mean, how could I?
Well, it's not a gesture of love. It's, I mean, you know,
yeah,
that's not, you know, he's, that for a 4-year-old to come in and see that, and like you said, you're confused, you don't know what that means.
Exactly.
So you grew up with that kind of, he was your stepfather, but you said in many ways he was very loving and kind, so when he stopped abusing your mother, you loved him and you thought he was a great guy.
Exactly. Look, you know, in between the violence, you know, everything just went back to normal, right? The next day, everybody just carried on like nothing ever happened. And that is how we all, you know, how I certainly suffered in silence. And how we suffered in silence by not talking about it with each other. And I know I'm not alone in this. I know there are a lot of people out there under different circumstances, but certainly suffering in silence. They're too afraid to speak out. Why? I don't know. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. It's going to hurt the people you love. It's too vulnerable of a position to be in. You're afraid. So you live under that fear and in silence, and there may not even be one other person you share that with. That could be you know, hiding your sexuality. That could be hiding an addiction. That could be hiding, you know, anything that makes you yourself feel uncomfortable. And, you know, for us growing up, it was hiding the poverty, hiding the abuse. And later, that just carried on through my whole life. It's as though I learned very well how to hide, how I was feeling, what was really going on. I got so good at it. And the more famous I got, the harder it got, the harder I had to work at hiding everything. And the more afraid I got of being humiliated and embarrassed by it all. So you know what, anyway, eventually everything just bottlenecked, and I decided that I had to let it all out once and for all and start from scratch, almost go to the extreme of being the, you know, the Shania that everybody knows never talks about anything personal, even in my private life. Because even a lot of people have known me my whole life will learn a lot about my life through the autobiography. But then going to the other extreme, and hopefully at the other end of it, finding a balance, a really healthy way to express myself. And it's not an easy thing to do, but well, I hope that other people relate to this, and that they, even in finding my own voice, because it's blocked my voice, all of this lack of self-expression, I hope that through finding my own voice that you know, it speaks for others as well.
You are helping others. I think that's what I said during the break. This is. I know how hard this is, but I think I personally feel an obligation. You know, this fame is we have a platform. If we can help other people, if we can be an example and be a story for somebody out there to have the strength and say, well, if they did it, I can do it. So you are doing that.
You know, this platform it's great. It's fantastic. But it's so much more meaningful to use it for a deeper meaning, a deeper personal meaning. For me, I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for the father that I had. This is a man who, I mean, it's hard. You have to read the book. I'm not saying that to sell the book, because I'm not here to promote the entertaining side of my life. This is the personal side of my life, and I'm sharing it with you for very genuine and sincere reasons. But my father was a beautiful man. Both my parents were. They, you know, bad things happen to good people. When it comes to my parents, my dad tried his hardest to overcome his own problems and issues and his own suffering silence. And the outcome, unfortunately, was the cycle did not get broken, and you know, the children had to suffer through it, and so did my mother.
And had someone confronted him, and if he could have worked through it in some kind of anger management or something to get it out another way, Because you said he was a beautiful man, he just had that one issue where he couldn't control himself.
Exactly.
We have to go, but quickly, I know you said that it's affected your voice and you haven't been able to sing since all this happened, so it's taking a physical as well as an emotional toll on you. Do you think you will sing again?
Yes, I will sing again, absolutely.
Talking about it, the more your voice is going to open up, and I can't wait to hear you sing again. I can't wait. All right, the name of the book is From This Moment On. Everybody in the audience, you're going home with a copy. We'll be back.
Maureen will make the blonde hair green, so
Okay.